Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And we're off from Acrisure. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Taken in by Noah Fant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3-0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, when he cares less about those two numbers, he's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the Bengals 47-yard.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
19.
Warren running between the tackles. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Warren once more. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for the former Iowa Hawkeye. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
defensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Rodgers from the gun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and Joe Flacco coming out for their next drive. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On the gun, Flacco. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Ryan Rico on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. He will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Trying an inside give to Warren. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, then...
By man, he's in the clear. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be a Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
They Seeking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
319.
They'll run now with Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
Now, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 12 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it.
The Steelers take over 1st and
Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
loss on the play.
The Steelers set to punt it. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Bengals take over.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a 1st down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. And it'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. quick on the draw here. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Steelers in the dime for this third down. They'll air it out on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's good for us Steelers.
Play action here with Rodgers. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. Escapes the defender. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Play, but the officials and penalties say no. And it's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
258.
To throw, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Buys time, rolling right. Catch made by Austin. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting 2nd in the NFL in receptions. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Throwing him again, and he goes down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now here's Rodgers. That's cut in stride by Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Escapes the pocket. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Green 18.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Rodgers will look to throw. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Brown on the inside give. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They're going to try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down. Dropping back to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is in! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, they got to be special.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And like most all of this season, partner, these guys have been absolutely lethal inside the red zone. Again here in this one.
And as a team, you just love because you spend a lot of time in practice, in planning and scripting for success. Can't script it any better so far.
On first down, Warren. And he's stopped as he gets this one down. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bengals have a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That is stopped by Alex Highsmith. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Out to his wide out. It's a screen. A flag's down as as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Well, we're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They'll run here following the penalty. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Bengals 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down a 17 shy midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6. At their 48-yard line.
A give here to Warren. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stop made by Barrett Carter. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. This finds Austin complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Warren here from the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week. That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
It's a screen play to Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And before the half, they're able to tack on 3 more.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting sent to begin another drive here. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throw left side, complete. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
From the gun, Flacco. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He's dropping back to throw. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Second down pass play coming. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Bengals first down.
He's going to throw it again. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Steelers get to it. That return doesn't get much, but it does get him across the midfield stripe.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? They'll free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for the back of the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make a long walk back to the line for 3rd down.
Cam Taylor Britt on the coverage.
Rodgers set to pass. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing it on 2nd down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Breaks the tackle, he's still going. And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And it's the veteran Christian Kirk. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Commanders are going to wind up winning by 17. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And here's the veteran, Alan Lazard. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jets come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year quarterback, Bryce Young. He's going to take this one himself. 2 touchdowns throwing as well. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers on top in this one at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Rodgers off the play action. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Warren running between the tackles. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Now they're looking to throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his right. He can run it, and he's able to take this one down to the 25. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field, and he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
Wilson on a slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Another Steelers first down.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On second down, Warren. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He brings it in. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they've played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, kid, I think this is a testament to a whole team. Right? Not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field. This is why you draft and develop. This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth, and this team is showing you how to do it.
So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal.
319.
Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Buying some time right. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you could look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Steelers 34, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Catch made by Chase Brown. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, it gets to Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. That pass caught by Renfro. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
Pass play coming here. Able to find Renfro here. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. They'll bring out the punter here.
4th down.
Starts his return from the 23. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field.
At
Well, we came into this one knowing that these guys were going to run the football, and I don't think anyone is surprised that they've leaned on that again this week, Brock, and the results speak for themselves.
Good numbers when they've run it, including on that last drive, and this is a lead built in part on that rugged running game and effort.
319.
Play action here with Rodgers. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
319.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He rolls to his right. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He'll air it out on 3rd. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. To get 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Buys time, rolling right. This is Metcalf working that right side. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. A pickup there of 39. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Warren once more. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
319.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. A 27-yard look here. Boswell able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on to send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. Third and long for him here. Hits him on the in route. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Ball's in this punt at the 8. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. Continuing to move past the 45. DK Metcalf. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Blue 58.
From the red zone now. Bengals get to him and take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Second and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here.
Blue 58.
Rodgers will look to throw. Throws caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal.
A 25-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here that got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
A game of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Third and long, they're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll try it right with Brown. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Running from the gun. Finds the in route, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Throwing on 3rd down, Brownie. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run now with Warren. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Rodgers set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed them enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. On the move, headed right. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They'll throw again. Rogers. It is Cup, left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Flushed out of the pocket. Making the call himself. And before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. We'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. They bring Renfro in motion right. To the air. Browning. Short pass brought in. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
So he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st down throw. Here's Browning. Finds him on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He dodged the tackle. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Now it's Browning. Looking slant route, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Browning. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him from the 31. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking. And that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
Ready?
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Right side cut by Higgins. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
4th down.
This will be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.